Welcome to Sunday Dusk. And here's your host, Corvus Twig.
It's me, cheering's still happening. It's still cheering. Thank you so much, us. Thank you. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Okay. Yay! Welcome everybody. Ow. Welcome everybody to the end of November. The winds of November came early, but much like the Edmund Fitzgerald, we sailed on and made it safely to port. Wait, what? Oh, never mind by that last bit. Everything's fine. We've reached near the end of November. This is the last November stream, the end of Navi Doggy, and soon it's gonna be like December time, and now it's just like, is it officially Christmas season? I mean, I guess a lot of people, it's like, hey, it's Christmas season the day after Halloween. It's time for Christmas. Time to thaw out Mariah Carey. No. You gotta at least wait till after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's still its own holiday. November should be like cozy fall. You keep out the pumpkins. You keep out the hay bales. But you put away the witches and the skeletons. And you have cozy fall month. And then you have Thanksgiving. Then it's Christmas time. So I guess it's kind of Christmas time. But yeah, it's still not December yet. Even though we did get snow this morning. Ugh, gross. Disgusting. I had to drive 4.5 hours from Green Bay in the snow. It sucked. Road conditions were terrible. It wasn't good. But it was fine. You say, well, why don't you just fly back from Green Bay? It's all for little things to do. Cars are nice to ride. Nicer to ride. Hi, RPG Roaster. Hi, Cannon Fodder. Hi, Hasio. Hi, Diefed. Hi, everybody. What else have I not said hi to? Hi, Stream Elements. Hi, Luna Miura, whoever the hell that is. Hi, Farmyard Crow. Hi, Bentai. Hi, Anonymous Commander. Oh, got first time chatter. Welcome. Got so many wonderful people hanging out today. Well, we got a great show today. We got such a great guest today. Personal friend of mine. If you know Corvus Twig's channel, you know this person. Well, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. And bird of the day. Boy, we got a good bird of the day today. Y'all ain't even ready for this bird of the day. You're probably ready. But yeah, it's gonna be good. So what are we doing? I'm distracted because the Eagles are playing and it's overtime and they're down and they got to score or it's all over and it's hard. I'm distracted. And I like the Eagles. See, I know a lot of people are like, sports ball. I don't like sports ball. Yeah, well, shut the fuck up. People made fun of you for your interest in high school. Nice big peanut. Okay, maybe I need to turn down the peanut scaling. Or not have the peanut scale to the size of me. I don't know. That's too big of a peanut. It's a very big peanut. Ow, it's another big peanut. Yes, giant peanuts are cut. I've been having some technical difficulties with tits lately. But I think I got working again, and yeah, so I was thinking maybe we could have some yeah, we got all the big crows. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I could add some fun new ideas for barrage items, things to throw at me, some fun stuff. So we could have some fun stuff. Anyway, we should get the show going. We got news to talk about. Oh, great. Rodney's here now. Yeah, got Rodney. Get away from my... Ow! Great. Bentai's hitting me in the face. Rodney's behind my desk in my chair. This is... Now you're interrupting me. And... I can't do a show like this. I can't... I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do this. Maybe there's no Sunday. No, I'm kidding. Sunday Dusk. Let's get to the news, folks. Let's get to the news. We like news, right? Ah, stop it! You're all terrible. Yeah, you couldn't use points the last 2 weeks, so you saved up, and now you have all the tits throw points, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Hey, honk. Hey, it's one of my favorite ones.
Drink some water. Drink some water.
Oh, God, it's doing the sound doubling thing again. I gotta... Touchdown! Touchdown! Eagles win! Eagles win! Jalen Hurts runs 15 yards from the city, scores in the final overtime. Philly 37, Buffalo 34. Philly is now 10-1, number 1 team in the league. Okay, wait a minute. Oh shit, I'm in trouble because I just gave I just gave a bit about the game without the express written consent of the National Football League. They're coming after me, boys. They're coming after me. Oh God, I broke the law. Please don't tell Roger Goodell. Please, he's gonna beat me up. He's gonna send Peyton Manning to beat me up. I don't want to get beaten up by Peyton Manning, even though he's old. He's not that old. He's too old to play football. Okay, news. Okay, oh my gosh. This first story, it's a little darker than we normally do. This is a story about a woman in New Zealand. A woman in New Zealand who was, had the police called on her because somebody noticed as she was driving that there was a bit of women's hair sticking out from the back of her trunk. That's right. Another passerby saw this vehicle and saw that there was hair sticking out. Oh God. Was there somebody in the back seat of or somebody in the trunk? Was there a dead lady in the trunk? Oh God. Well, thankfully, no, that's not the case. Turns out that this person does mannequins and stuff, and has like specialty mannequins with specialty hair. And turns out when she put one in her trunk, she didn't quite get it put away properly. Yeah, it was a dead mannequin. Yes, it was a dead mannequin. Exactly. But yeah, so the police pulled the lady over and checked the trunk, and turns out, where's her body? Probably in I don't know. Maybe her body's in a warehouse somewhere. Maybe. But the police, once everything was cleared up, they're like, hey, you know what? We're glad that there was nothing big this time, and we'd rather have a call for a false alarm than not get called when somebody's actually in a trunk. So, yeah, there we go. But apparently they received multiple calls. It wasn't just one person. It was like a bunch of people called the cops on this lady because of a... So I guess the real lesson of the story is make sure that your mannequin heads are all the way completely in the trunk before you close it. Make sure it's not hanging out. Uski got heads? Yeah, I could see Uski having heads. Uski get two in the back seat of her car? Yeah. I get it, Usu. Sometimes you just need something to prop up to get in those carpool lanes. I get it. Well, my next story first off, I want to thank Ben Hooper from UPI for his article, Police Find Hair Sticking Out of Vehicle's Trunk Belonged to Mannequin. So, this next story is more bullshit. So we've all heard about AI and how it's causing a lot of problems. It's taking jobs away from artists. It's making search results terrible. It's just doing all sorts of bad stuff. Well, apparently now Kroger grocery stores are using AI in their checkout lanes and their self-checkout to try and catch shoplifters. But this person right here was checking out at a Kroger, just checking out normally, scanning his items, just like you do, when suddenly the screen locked up and the people who are working at it came over and busted him for shoplifting because the video AI on their self-checkout lanes said that he did a, what did they call it? An attempt to steal or something. And, yeah, it's like It's like, oh, your hand movements aren't what somebody who's not stealing would do. You did a stealing hand movement, so we're gonna lock you out of checking out and make sure and call the actual employees over to make sure that you're not stealing. Now, this guy was not stealing. He was not stealing, but the AI was like, well, your hand movements look like someone's stealing, and locked him out. And luckily, I mean, the guy didn't get in real trouble. Like, the employees were able to determine pretty quickly that he wasn't. But that's a thing that it's starting to happen now. And this guy was kind of bringing attention to it because he's a YouTuber. I don't know, Globmer Productions or whatever. But so he kind of was calling attention to it. But apparently there's been a lot of complaints, especially at Kroger, of the self-checkout lines now using AI to monitor people to stop theft. And it sounds like there's probably been quite a few false positives because the AI fucking sucks at it. And you can't determine whether someone's stealing or not by AI trained. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's like, God, if I'm going to have to deal with, like, AI bots and all that horrible shit getting with self-checkout, I'm just going back to the regular lanes. Whatever. I'm going to do it. I don't care. Nice. Fuck AI. It's trying to solve problems, and it's not doing a good job of it. And it's also trying to solve problems that aren't problems. It's not good. Don't like it. Get rid of it. Especially at the goddamn grocery store. It's bad enough as a consumer these days with the high prices and just trying to get fucking food. And you know what it's going to do with the actual thieves? It's not going to stop actual thieves, because actual thieves will figure out ways around it. They have before. They'll do it again. And he's just... Yeah. I agree, Hasio. I agree. But want to have another story of consumers getting screwed over by big businesses? You ever been accidentally overcharged by a company? Maybe check your statement and they double billed you or then charge the right amount? Well, first off, sorry. Before I go to this one, I just want to thank Jacob Williford from the Sun US for the article. I was harassed by Kroger self-checkout AI. I did a harmless gesture that it interpreted as a stealing motion. Thank you. But anyway, back to the other one. You ever been double charged too much? Got disputed? Well, a particular lady in College Park, Georgia, been having a little trouble for Subway because she went and got herself a sandwich. Should cost about $7.54. Okay, $7.54. Yeah, not too bad kind of expensive for a sandwich, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But then she got her bill, and it came back to $7,112.98. And obviously, that's kind of a big charge on the card. Now, it was on her credit card, so it didn't cause an overdraft on her bank, but of course the credit card ain't gonna come due. Could cause interest to stuff. And obviously, that's 1,000 times. Oh, not quite 1,000 times, but close to 1,000 times what she actually was supposed to be charged. And so she called the Subway, and the people at the store said, "Well, we don't deal with payment processing, everything." She called corporate Subway. She's been fighting this for weeks and has not had the charge reversed, and called a tip line and just like, she thinks she figured out what happened. She decided to tip. Now, it's a multi-part process on the point-of-sale service thing. You got to enter the amount. You got to do a tip. But then her local Subway had a rewards thing. And she entered her phone number to claim her rewards. And it turns out that the $7,000 was pretty similar to the first 6 digits of her phone number. And so she entered her phone number as a tip. And that's how it got charged over $7,000. So, yeah. So I think she meant to hit no tip or something, and she accidentally hit custom. And, yeah. But luckily, sounds like things are moving in the right direction. And Subway has basically, when the news station called Subway, they said, "We are in the middle of processing a chargeback." And that, Subway, responded saying that they were aware that the charge was disputed and that Bank of America had requested the chargeback, and then they're going to charge back. So it sounds like it's going to work out all in the end, but that's just a good point. Check your credit card statements, because you never know when you might make a mistake or a company might make a mistake, and you might get charged 1,000 times what you're actually meaning to. But yeah. So thanks, Justin Gray from WSB TV, for your article. Metro Atlanta woman charged more than $7,000 for Subway sandwich, says she can't get her money back. All right. This last story, much more positive, much happier. This one comes from the land down under. Yes, right. We got Australians. And in fact, this one's about the imposters. You know the imposters I'm talking about. Australian magpies. They're not actually magpies. They're not even corvids. Absolutely disgusting birds. Actually, that's not true. I love Australian magpies. I don't like that they stole the magpie name, but other than that, they're awesome, fun birds. Well, one particular gentleman in Australia did not like having all these magpies in his backyard. He's a jackass. He's a jerk. Doesn't want magpies around. What the hell's wrong with you? I'd love to have magpies around. Well, he decided he was going to do what he heard and saw, that owls are very good at scaring away other birds. It's true. It's true. I had like a little owl statue I put in my yard, and suddenly all the birds went away. I'm like, oh, I guess my owl statue, I like how cool it is, but I don't like that it scares all the birds away. And there's fake owls that are specifically designed to scare birds away. Well, this guy decided to make an owl of his own to scare the birds away. Here's what he came up with. Good God. The horror. The horror. But we have video on this one, folks. We have video. It says, that time I made a papier-mâché owl to scare away the magpies, but they just began to worship it instead. Now, let me get my... Oh, look at him. This is... Bow down to the great fake owl. Praise be to the owl. So, yeah, needless to say, it didn't work. It didn't work. So the man posted that video to TikTok, and apparently it's now got over 7 million views, and yep, accidentally made a magpie god, but yeah, I can kind of see it. I mean, it's black, it's white, big green eyes. I would worship. I would worship. So, I guess it just goes to show, don't try to outsmart smart birds. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right, well, I'm going to get behind my desk now. If somebody would get out of my chair. Yeah, get out. Oh, yeah, I see you're looking over at on the wall there. After the stream, I'm started asking for gifts now. Because after Bentai brought me that pile of bottle caps you can see on my desk, I wanted gifts. And RPG Rooster gave me a wonderful gift of a magic card with my face on it. Why don't you grab that, Rodney? Yeah, why don't you bring it over here. Make it bigger. Look. It's a Corvus Twig magic card. I'm a legendary creature. A bird advisor. I'll cost 3 mana. Black, blue, and a generic. I'm a 1/3 creature. And I search a library for a bird and place it into your hand, or search a graveyard for a bird and put it on top of a library. I like it. A magic card. So I just gonna keep the magic card on the desk over there. I'm just gonna keep it on the wall. Tack it on the wall. Yeah. Now you can hang out right there, Rodney. Alright, I'm gonna hop behind the desk now. Yay! Okay, here I am. Alright, we will close the news. Well, folks. Time for the whole reason I do Sunday Dusk. It ain't about me. Sunday Dusk ain't about me. It's about my wonderful, wonderful guests. This person is an alien. This person is married to that robot on my desk. This person is a fan of India and speaks Hindi pretty good and just got back from a trip to India. Everyone, you know her. You've seen her on my channel before. You'll see her on my channel again. I would like to welcome to the stage Luna Miura!
What's up, suckers?
So as okay, crowd's still cheering. They love you. Oh my God, they love you.
The people love me here.
We all love Luna. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Corvus. Hello, Rodney.
So, Hasio is supposing that the only reason I got you here is because your husband is on my desk and you've come to retrieve him.
No. The only reason I'm here is because, you see, I didn't come right away on your show. Well, I didn't come right away at all, but I didn't come on your show right away because I had to play hard to get. You know, I had to let the people, wonder, when's Luna going to be on Corvus's show? When's she going to show up? So
yeah,
I'm here now to finally break the tension a little bit.
Yeah, well,
no, you can keep that tiny mod bot. I have the original recipe mod bot.
It's true. This one is just a replica.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good replica. But I'm to understand that you brought me a gift as well.
I did.
You just got back from India.
Away from the land of India, far away. A valuable treasure.
All right. Well, and whoa!
That's a
big rupee.
Bam!
So
it's a very big.
It's
big
1 rupee. It looks like it's got a thumbs up on it.
They have thumbs up on them. The 2 rupee coin has somebody doing the peace sign, a hand doing the little peace sign. So 2.
It was the 3 rupee one, like somebody putting up 3 fingers.
There's no 3 rupee coin. There's a 5 rupee coin, and there's a 10 rupee coin, but I don't think the 5 rupee coin has hands on it.
But I love this because it's a shiny coin. And we
that's why I was like,
plus,
what
like a rupee.
Like?
I don't know the conversion rate. What's a rupee worth? Like $100?
It's like 0.01 pennies.
Oh God. So 100 rupees is a penny, or 10 rupees is a penny?
So the conversion rate is it's 83 rupees to the dollar right now.
Oh, 83 rupees to the dollar?
Yeah.
So then, this would be worth like 1.1 cents.
Oh, I got that wrong then.
Yeah, but it's a penny.
See, I don't.
It's basically
numbers are hard. It's a penny.
It's a penny. It's a penny.
It's a penny. Put that in your pocket.
No, I'm gonna put it. Wait, I can't put it on the desk because it'll just hide behind the desk. So I'm just gonna tuck it under my wing and hold on to it, and it'll be on the desk next week.
It's a good luck rupee.
I'm gonna keep adding more things to the desk as somebody comes on, and soon this desk is just gonna be covered in shit. It's gonna be great.
Random things. You're not even gonna have a desk anymore. You're just gonna be on a pile.
It's a pile of stuff. Hey, as long as I can still reach my coffee, everything's good.
I saw a video where, it's not just crows and people that have a gift exchange relationship at times, or corvids. It's people and squirrels. There was a lady that got cookies from a squirrel. I don't know where the squirrel got the cookie. They stole the cookie, so they're also kind of thieves. But there's a video from her her little Amazon Ring bell camera, and she puts out, according to her, food for the squirrels every day. And one day, one of them came by and dropped off a cookie at her doorstep and then left. It was adorable.
That is awesome. Nice squirrel.
Nice squirrel. I mean, stole somebody's cookies, but I don't know. It's still nice. And it's the thought that counts. It's
Squirrels have stolen many, many of my peanuts, so, they have a... Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Usu. That's where I got the 0.01.
So, about 1.2 cents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A rupee's worth, Wait, it would be less than a cent. It's
a little less than a cent, yeah.
Yeah, a little less than a cent. Neat. Kick out.
Well, bonk.
Goose. So, we want to get to know... Ow! I'm sorry. Everyone's throwing shit at me today. It's because I got tits working again. It's been very violent.
Just because tits are working doesn't mean you have to get to abuse it. Although I can't blame you for wanting to.
Yeah, they have the points. They get to use it. All right. Well, I already know you, but maybe my audience needs to know you a little better, and maybe there's some things about you I'd like to know a little more. So we're going.
Why would you want to do that? It's a terrible dark void inside me.
Well, it's time for the 13 questions with Carver's Twig.
Ah! Ooh, 13 is my lucky number.
Yay! Ow.
Squishy.
Squishy. All right. 13 questions with Carver's Twig. First one. I mean, it's the basics.
13 Dead End Drive.
Describe. I loved that game. That game was fun.
I was either gonna do 13 Dead End Drive reference or the 13th Floor, and I figured the 13th Floor is a shitty movie, so we'll just do the 13 Dead End Drive.
Neat. But anyway, so describe yourself as a VTuber. What's your lore? What's your stream style? And what are your goals?
Ah, all right. Well, as you kind of said in my introduction, I am an alien. I'm an alien in a human-shaped meat suit. My lore is that I'm a biological illustrator, and then I do also, I mean, part of my streaming program, often I do digital art on stream. But I'm a biological illustrator who crash landed on Earth a couple years ago during COVID, and I crash landed near an abandoned summer camp. And so I'm hiding out in one of the cabins in the summer camp while I fix my ship. And the summer camp never resumed session, so now it's Camp Luna. So anybody who is a follower on my channel is an honorary member of Camp Luna. You get a cabin, you get a bunk, you get free hot cocoa.
I just build a nest up in the rafters.
Yeah,
you said you get a bunk. I just go on the rafters.
Oh yeah, I mean like Usu just hangs upside down.
Oh yeah, my nest is near where she hangs upside down. Usu.
Yeah. So like you don't have to take the whole bed if you need it, but it's there if you need it.
You mentioned you were an artist.
Yes.
You've done some art. Mm-hmm.
I've done a bit of the art. I've done a bit of the culture and the art and the picture making.
Yeah, no. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to present Exhibit A.
Mm.
Would you like to explain this, Luna?
I think it speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. I think that we can tell from this image the quality of my work. Quality of my fine work. It is a work of art. It is an object d'art.
Is this really how you see me? Is this really how you see me?
You're one of those, what are they called? Those like
Fats?
squishy no. You're a bit of a cold. You're one of those smushmallows, you know, the little really squishy smushmallows that everybody collects 50 of and then tries to get rid of on Facebook Marketplace. That's just what I see. It's Funko Pops and
I think they're called Squishmallows.
Squishmallows, Plushmallows, Marshmallows, something
Yeah.
mallows.
Yeah.
Chubbos, Chonkos,
Yeah.
Chonkalos. You're one of those.
I'm one of those.
I'm one of those. You're cuddly. You're cozy.
I am cuddly.
You're pillowy.
I'm a great hugger and cuddler.
Let it be known.
Yeah.
And what are my stream style? My stream style is I like to be silly. I like to have fun. I like to make people laugh. I like to be honest too. Like I tried not to try to pretend that I'm better at something if I'm not. Like a gaming I've just given up on. Like I'd let people know. Like if you're here to watch like expert level gaming on some first person shooter, you're in the wrong place. If you're here to watch me laugh at myself while I attempt things, then you're in the right place. And also I do games, but I do art. I've dabbled in 4D streams where you get to see my real fleshy meat hands while I work on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm that your generic variety streamer. And every once in a while, on special occasions, I'll do like a pre-made video or sketch or something for the people that'll orchestrate with the mod bot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have like some good co-hosts too, like that old lady.
Oh yes, we have that's our dear octogenarian friend Dolores.
We love Dolores.
We love Dolores. Dolores has been kind of taking a back seat for a while because she's getting old, and I think she just needed a break from the limelight because she was getting pretty popular. Let me tell you, people were asking about Dolores a lot, and she just couldn't keep up with
all the fan letters and mail that she would get.
all the fan letters, all the dick pics, and all of that stuff. She just couldn't keep up with it all. It just broke
Bentai,
her heart.
I told you to stop doing that.
Stop sending dick pics to an old lady. Please. She can only take so much.
Yeah, I mean, like, Dreyfrey can keep doing it if they want, but,
Yeah.
And I suppose goals. What are you hoping to get out of this?
Goals. Well, the goals have kind of, like, evolved a little bit over time. Like, initially it was... my goals were kind of to relieve the boredom of being kind of stuck in the woods and not able to... I was fixing my ship, but not really. I didn't have all the pieces I needed to do it, so I was like kind of waiting for things to arrive, and COVID was going on, so I was like, I just need to. I'm bored. Let's see Let's see if I could talk to reach out to the people of Earth, and see if they reach back. But no, don't reach around. Just reach forward. Just don't. Yeah, just with your hand forward on the front, and And I was happy to see that people did. So I've made a lot of friends. And so then it became, okay, I can use this to make friends. Because I'm weird. I'm a little awkward. I don't know if you could tell, a little socially awkward. And the internet, I hear the sound of a crispy beverage being opened.
Hey, instead of people say drink some water, you gotta drink some water.
I will second that notion right now. There you are. There you have it.
I have ginger peach sparkling water.
I have Canada Dry ginger ale.
Fug is in here.
Canweir fig.
Canweir fig. But yeah, Canweir. You know what? That's somebody who has been the perfect. I'm like, oh, that person seems cool. Maybe they should come on Sunday Best.
You should be on here. You should be.
Get on here, Canweir. You can
get down here right now, young man.
Name. Yeah.
It's Kinnear.
I just call him Fig. My DMs are always open.
Slide into those DMs. All sexy like.
Yeah. That goes for any other of you who are VTubers and watching.
Squishy.
Yeah. I know
my
how
goals...
your needs change, especially as tiny robot alien hybrids.
Yes.
But not
That's
as
true.
I came up with that name.
You did. That was you, Tra. So we have a.
And then I made an alteration, and you rejected the alteration.
I did.
Drink some water.
I did. I had to lay down the line. I had to have some. I had to pretend at least to have standards. One must keep up appearances.
Well, I also named your other co-host, who I've seen hosting your channel a couple times, Ziggy the Rat.
Yes, you did. You're absolutely right. You did. That's Ziggy, good old Ziggy. Ziggy's doing okay these days. All the boys are getting old. They're getting old, but they're doing okay.
I want to see a cross collab between your rats and Susie Silky's chickens.
Oh
but then again, I realized that might end very badly for the rats.
That would end. I don't know if who would. I mean, the chickens are babies still, right?
They're still pretty young. They're like
I don't
6,
know.
7
Well, they're
months
old. I think if the rats were, it's kind of a draw because if the rats were younger, I'd say they would actually probably kill the chickens. But the rats are older now, so
either that or they just all ignore each other. Because how old are those rats now? Like year and a half?
They're gonna be 2 in February.
Oh wow.
So
well, those old guys.
Which is about 75 in human years, I guess.
Yeah, rats. Unfortunately, that's the sad thing about rats is that they are one of the shorter-lived pets.
Hanging out with Dolores. Now they're actually caught up with Dolores.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next question.
Alrighty, dighty.
If you could do a collab with any streamer, who would it be, and what would you play or do?
Oh. Well, I'm reaching real high here, but I would collab with Iron Mouse.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well,
I would collab with Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse has specifically said that you are a treasure.
She has confessed her love, obviously, for me. And she did not mince words.
I think she described your drawing as the sickest shit she's ever seen.
Yep, she said, and Luna, you are a treasure. I made it into a sound alert on my channel.
I mean, God, I would. God, if I had a famous
Um,
person saying, Corvus Twig, you are a piece of shit, I would put that as a sound alert so quickly.
It's true. If she said, "Wow, this is the worst bullshit I've ever seen," Luna, I'd be like, "Thank you, thank you, Your Honor,
Yeah.
thank you, Your Excellence."
Yeah, Iron
Please.
Mouse would be so fun to hang out with.
She's so chaotic, though. I don't know. We would probably what we would play. What would be fun? I think it would be. I wanted to say Minecraft, but I'm so bad at Minecraft, and she's really good at it. So I think I would just annoy her. I don't know. I think that I really like her. I would want to do a chat stream where she does her like the silly like YouTube scary videos where like
Mhm.
she does this thing where she watches like the top 10 scariest videos of real ghosts on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And these things, and they're so funny. And I would love to watch them and do commentary on them with her. I think that would be a riot.
I mean, I kind of want to do that with you.
I mean, I kind of started doing it a little bit. I've done 2 streams now where I've gotten away with streaming Ghost Adventures, which is a show from Travel Channel. It's just a ghost hunting show, and it's one of my guilty pleasure shows. And I've gotten away with streaming 2 episodes now without getting slammed by Twitch. So I may keep doing it because maybe they don't care enough. But it is so fun to watch these people like scream at the dark. Yeah, it's like people screaming at nothing, the TV show. Yeah, basically. But like they'll say
We're
things.
celebrating our 800th episode of Ghost Hunters. Haven't caught one yet, but we're really hoping we come close this time.
Yeah, but we're gonna bring out our Xbox 360 scanner and we're gonna shine some dots in a room, and you're gonna see sticks on a screen move, and that'll be our undeniable evidence.
There's changes in temperature in this room. Must be a ghost. Or there's differences in the electromagnetic waves in this area. Must be ghosts.
You're standing under the air conditioning, and there's and this whole place has been wired up with cameras. Of course, you've got those things. But I do love it. I don't know. I can't help it. There's something about it that makes me laugh.
I mean,
so
my favorite parts
follow
are
your joy.
My favorite parts are when they tell the story of who they're looking for. Like, I love folklore behind ghost stories.
Yes.
That's the interesting stuff. Learning the history of the people who live there and why they might be. Like, that's the part I love.
Well, that's the part that got me into it initially in the first place, was because when they first started that show, they spent a lot more time on the history of the place they were going to investigate. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like,
Yeah.
the actual in-depth history of a place. And then they started to rely a lot more on like, reenactment, like dramatic reenactments and cutscenes and stock footage and stuff. And so now it's more theatrics, but I don't know. I still love it.
Mm-hmm. I know if I could collab with Iron Mouse, I'd play VR chat. 'Cause VR chat's just a good time.
Someday I'll do VR chat. I have now that you can do it.
We
without
played with
having the
Modbot, so if
whole-
Modbot can do it, so can you.
Yep. I gotta do it. I should do it. I should maybe do that. Maybe it would be fun to do that I'll have to poll everybody in Discord, like how many people have access to VR chat. And see
Oh
if
my
it would be
god, do
fun
like
thing
a
to do.
Christmas gathering. There's Christmas
Right.
worlds.
Like a party or Christmas party, or like maybe do that for my 3 years anniversary.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be fun.
And VR chat is free. Yay, free. And you can play it on desktop mode.
Do it. VR chat is
Do it.
free. It's free. Just do it.
Okay. Well, speaking of games, what game has the most hours played on any of your devices?
Oh God. Gosh, games. Again, like I've said before, I've said this to my chat before, which is that I really only, other than Minecraft, back when we were playing Minecraft, I don't play any other game, unless I'm on stream. So when I'm playing games on stream, that is when I'm playing games. I don't do games. I have a human that I'm trying to keep alive, so that eats into a lot of game
And also
playing
his
hours.
child.
Right? Am I right? Ew. But I would have to say, with that in mind, probably either I don't know because I finished Alan Wake, the first Alan Wake. That's a
Finished the
longer
Plague Tale
game.
games, right?
I've finished the first Plague Tale and I'm kind of halfway into the second one. And I played a lot of Minecraft, and Minecraft is the only one that I've played off stream too. So I'm gonna probably say most of the time.
I mean, it sounds like it's Minecraft to me.
It sounds like it's Minecraft. Well, no, Death Road to Canada. You're right, Usu. I played a lot of Death Road to Canada. Now, if I'm talking about, yeah, if we're talking about both, like yeah, no, it's got it because that's more than Minecraft. So yeah, Death Road to Canada probably. Because that was one that was early on, and it took me forever to finally beat. And then once I beat it, I went back to it again, anyway, like to play it again and again. So, yeah, that's got to be the most. Death Road to Canada.
Yeah, that's good. But I was just wondering, like, did you play a lot of games growing up?
I was a game, so I had a lot of siblings. So it sounds sad. I have a lot of siblings. They're not all gone. I have a lot of siblings, and because I have a lot of siblings, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So my oldest brother was the only one that had a game system ever. So we only played games when he would generously allowed us to play. So we did mostly watching. So I watched a lot of games. Like I watched him play a lot of games. So I have memories of a lot of games that I can make a lot of game references to games I've never actually played, because I've just watched them a lot. So I mean, growing up, I'd say if I of all the games I played, I probably played the original Mario Kart, a lot growing up, the most. And then the Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario World and that stuff. For the SNES.
The SNES.
The SNES.
The stupid Nintendo Entertainment System.
Stupid SNES. Stupid.
I was a
NES.
Genesis kid, so I don't like the SNES people. But now as adults, I'm like, oh, the SNES actually had way more classic games.
Well, Genesis, I played the Genesis a little bit growing up too, and the only thing that I don't like about the Genesis is that it is the home court of all of the hardest, most traumatic Disney games.
Oh my god.
And
why is the Lion King game so hard?
Why is it so hard? Why is Aladdin so hard? It's a game based on a Disney movie. Why is it so hard?
The Aladdin game was hard, but it wasn't nearly as hard as Lion King.
No, Lion King was impossible.
And then, like, I also had the Toy Story game. That game was hard as hell.
Oh, I never played the Toy Story game, but you know what game
I do think I actually beat the Aladdin game, but I could never get past I just can't wait to be king on Lion King.
Just can't wait to be king. I think I got to the Stampede level once, and I never got past the Stampede level.
I don't think
I never got to that.
I'm trying to think. It's like, okay, so we had Aladdin and Lion King. I don't think, because Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast were before the Genesis came out.
Right.
Was there what came out after Lion King? Was that Pocahontas?
Pocahontas and Lion King came out in the same year. They're both 95. Or wait, no. Lion King is 94. Pocahontas is 95.
Okay, so Pocahontas was your follow-up, and I don't remember there being a game for that one.
No, probably. Well...
Oh, can't talk about Echo the Dolphin. That game, not a Disney game, but goddamn, that game.
Now I have to look it up, because I feel like there is a Pocahontas game. Maybe not a... Maybe I'm thinking of
probably would be. But then, like, I think Hunchback of Notre Dame was after that. I don't remember a game for that game.
No, I don't think that one had a game.
Hercules had games, though.
Yeah. Pocahontas video game. I gotta know. Game. Pocahontas for the Genesis. Yeah.
Ah, they did make one.
Yeah, they did. There is one. Disney's animated yeah.
Disney thought Pocahontas would be their star hit and assigned Lion King to the B team. Yeah, and now Lion King's an all-time classic, and Pocahontas is like, ooh. I see that you were trying to have good intentions, but you did not do this well.
Which is a bad choice. I mean, I feel like that's sort of my favorite Disney movie is, I have to say, my favorite Disney movie, because, I mean, there's two, but the ultimate top of the heap is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And
Because
it did
Jason
not.
Alexander as a gargoyle, right?
Of course. He's the
I'm
star of the
losing
show,
to
and
a bird.
he's totally
Oh my
not the
God.
most obnoxious
You need
part
to
of
make
that
a
whole
sound
movie.
effect for your stream, and whenever we collab and I beat you on something, you need to have that sound effect. I'm losing to a bird.
To a bird. But yeah, they never made a game, and then I get like that's a dark. I read the book. That's a dark book. I don't know what everyone like who like with the Pocahontas and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know who was like in the studio going, you know, what's a really lighthearted story that's uncomplicated and not difficult at all to sell to children, small children. The story of Native Americans and and also Victor Hugo's dark, brooding, gothic nightmare that is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like,
I mean,
where
I gotta
everybody
say, though,
dies.
Hellfire is probably one of the best villain songs of all time.
Oh, without a doubt, he is one of the best villains. I mean, that's part of what makes it such a great movie is the villain.
Yeah,
And,
Frollo is a terrifying.
He's
excellent
terrifying. He is
villain.
uncomfortable. But that's a great, both great song and like animated sequence too.
Oh, the fire and the dance. Yeah, it's like. But yeah,
But I feel like
they did Pocahontas and Hunchback of Notre Dame back to back. They're like, hey, you know these cute teenage Disney princesses? Let's just push them aside and go full on sexy. And just
this is right.
the way that Pocahontas and Esmeralda were sexualized in those movies is like, God, is this a kids movie? God damn.
Right? Yeah, it was weird. And it gets weirder the older you get. Because when you're a kid, you're like, how? She's just creepy. But then you're older and it's like, no, he's a predator.
Yeah. And
but yes, if you
and
are
then-
interested, you can play Pocahontas on the Genesis, Corvus.
and then after that, we got Hercules, where they said, all right, let's take the Lord of the Underworld, who's actually one of the least villainous of the Greek gods, and make him the villain.
Right?
And let's have Hera and Zeus be a happily married couple who dotes on their child, and their
Right.
child is Hercules. That's how Greek myths went, right?
Yeah. Yep. Like I'm okay with like a little bit of softening. Like obviously because we could talk forever about, you know, the ways that
90% of Greek myths are Zeus turned into something, fucked someone, and Hera's pissed about it.
Right? I mean, I feel like that would be a better I almost feel like that would be a better movie. I mean, I think that Hercules, while it's okay, a lot of people really, really like it, and I don't really like it, and it's not because of the inconsistencies with the Greek mythology. It's just I think it was trying too hard. I feel like it was trying too hard to be Aladdin. So,
Yeah, I think so.
and it fell a little bit short. So it has some good songs, but I wasn't crazy about the animation style or anything.
If you go to one of the universes where Greek gods and Norse gods both exist simultaneously and just rule over the different regions of Earth, we can say with pretty good certainty that Zeus and Loki fucked as animals, not realizing the other was the other. That had to have happened at one point, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those two
Absolutely.
totally fucked as animals, not realizing who they were fucking. It happened. It happened.
I feel like it's a thing that they both sort of independently realized later, but neither of them is going to talk about it.
And somehow they both got pregnant from this.
But because it's Greek and Norse mythology, they're going to do they're going to like, you know, take it out before it gets there, you know, before they come to term. And then there's going to be some storyline where like the offspring comes to seek vengeance. It's going to get really
The band, The
Weird.
Offspring.
right.
Yeah. Nana, why don't you get a job? All right, next screen. We've been on this one a long time. God, we might have an answer to this one, but it's pretty recent. What's your favorite place you've ever visited, and what's a place you've never been to but want to?
This is actually a harder question because there's two places that
I know
there's two
you love
places that I
travel.
really love.
You really love travel.
I do. I'm addicted to it, and I'm lucky enough that I've been able to do as much of it as I've been able to do because a lot of people aren't able to, and so I don't take it for granted. But I'd say I mean, I just got back from India. I love India, but I also really love. I've been to Ireland almost as many times, and I really I have family history in Ireland, and I even found like the crumbling remains of the house that my ancestors lived in
Oh, that's
Ireland.
awesome.
It's really awesome. Um, so it's hard because they're very
Drink some
different. I would say my
water.
heart right now, my
Yeah,
heart
that's
is in India for the most part. If I had to pick between those two, but they're both really like close. So
well,
India is my
do
favorite
you mind
place.
telling us a little bit about your recent India trip?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So last time I was in India, it was before COVID. It was before I was pregnant with the tra. And so this is 2019. I was in India, spring of 2019. So it's been a long time since I'd been there. And in the time between that last visit and this visit in November, a lot changed. I have friends there that I went to visit, and I got to see them, and some of them I didn't get to see because of extenuating circumstances. But I had an older friend, another tourist, an older friend who was in India, who spent a lot of time in India, who passed away unfortunately in
Aw.
last October, and so that was hard. But it was also a really exciting trip because it was the first international trip with Tra. So me, Tra, and Modbot, we all go to India, and it's um, you know, a lot of things. There's a lot of things. There are like a couple little differences. Things have changed. Like there's more development. Things are a little bit more expensive. But the but a lot of it is the same. You know, Delhi is absolute a nightmare. Um, uh, not that you shouldn't go there, but go there and see the amazing things that are there, and then don't ever go there again. It's it's polluted. It's hard to breathe. Your eyes burn. It's chaos incarnate. Especially if you are neurodivergent like me, it's totally overwhelming. It's
Ow.
extremely overstimulating.
And and maybe not for introverts that like large crowds. I hear there's a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people. There's a couple people there. Um, like I said, there are things worth seeing, even if you're an introvert or neurodivergent. There are things in Delhi worth seeing that go there, spend a couple days there, and then get out of there. It's a big city. There's history there for sure, but there are lots of more things to enjoy other places. But so after Delhi, we went to a city called Jaipur, which is in the state of Rajasthan. And Jaipur is kind of an arts and culture and mercantile hub. There's a lot of people go there from all over India for shopping, for
Mm-hmm.
clothes and textiles and craft handicrafts and everything.
Oh god,
And I have
Indian
my
textiles. They have
oh my god.
such beautiful textiles there.
The only thing that keeps me from losing all of my money in Jaipur is the fact that I know that there will never be enough. That there will always be something more beautiful and more amazing in the next stall. So it's like it's almost like I have decision fatigue instantly in Jaipur, but it's in a good way. So we were there to see my Hindi teachers who I do lessons with online. They live in Jaipur. So we met with them, and that was great. Had dinner at their house. And then we went to a place called Ranthambore National Park, which is 3 hours south of Jaipur. And Ranthambore National Park is a tiger reserve. And we did the tiger safari. We didn't see a tiger, unfortunately. They're very elusive, but we did see many other animals and leopard. We saw leopards and crocodiles and lepers, and and we saw why are all these lepers here? We saw monkeys and peacocks. A lot of like more peacocks than I thought existed actually in total. Like I thought maybe in the world maybe there's like 100 peacocks total. They feel like they're rare. But in India, they're just like chickens or pheasants, just just hanging out,
And what
just
about
walking
the
around.
peahens? Did you see any peahens, or were
Oh
those
yes,
only males?
no, there were ladies. There were the ladies.
Nobody ever
Lots of
says peafowl. It's just
no peafowl.
It's just
Because
like we're
peafowl,
just gonna refer
peafowl.
only to the. It's like going to a farm and saying, "Boy, I saw a lot of bulls today."
Yeah,
At this,
well,
at this dairy farm, and it's just like, well,
you
no.
know what? Down with the patriarchy. Down with the
Down to
patriarchy.
patriarchy. Start normalizing peahens.
Peahens, power to the peahens.
More peahen. You know, one of my favorite Animal Crossing facts is that there's a peafowl character in the game whose name is Juliet. Everyone refers to this character as a she and her. Has very girly interests. but is a peafowl with a bright blue head and a bright big tail full of green, basically male presenting peafowl. Meaning, this character is transgender.
Oh, or I was gonna say, well, yes, I could see that, but I could also see people just being like, well, girls can't be ugly and brown and dull; they have to be pretty. So let's just ham fist a female character into a male bird.
I mean, that's almost certainly what happened. Is they just like, oh, we just want to have a peacock character, and they didn't think that only the
Can't
males
be a
look
dude.
like that. And yeah, they can't have the peacock character so beautiful actually be a dude. It's like
That would be weird.
so. No, that's the kind of accepted canon now is that no, Juliet is transgender, and good for her.
Good for her, Juliet. You keep on trucking.
And apparently there's another animal in the game that I don't remember which one it is, but there's another one that's a female that has like male sex like characteristics. So not that. Something like horns.
Not
It's like
that.
horns or something.
God, get your head brains out of the gutter, chat. Jeez.
So I guess the next question, the second part of this is where's somewhere you want to go?
Yeah. Well, I would like to go to a place a little bit closer to home, which Japan. Japan.
Not
No,
everyone says Japan, just most
no.
people.
I want to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
I've never been
nice.
I've never been to the Grand Canyon. If we want something more, I don't know, exotic, I guess. I don't honestly. If somebody said here have 2 tickets to Japan, I'd go to Japan. But oh, 1 second.
What? Ride the mules.
Oh, sorry, 1 second, Corvus.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Grand Canyon. Tell you about Grand Canyon. Little
Oh,
thing that
sorry.
I've heard that is really fun to do at the Grand Canyon is
Good night.
Why did you say sorry?
I said sorry because I'm talking to people on the computer.
Lisa sorry to the crow.
I said sorry to the crow. Yes.
And what did you say?
I said it's okay, Tra, and that we're all very happy and that we hope you have a wonderful night of sleep.
The crow said that he hopes that you have a wonderful sleep. Go sleep.
Hug.
Hug.
Kiss.
Kiss. Good night.
Good night.
Come on. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's okay because I think we've just had the most adorable section we are ever going to have. What a little sweetheart.
Yes, Tra was coming in to say good night.
Everybody loves that. That's so great. Best section ever. Yes. Blood sugar just rose. Yes.
Aw.
And I was saying, think about the Grand Canyon that you wanted to go visit. Apparently, one of the fun things to do is you want to be on the east side of it, so that the sunrise is behind you.
Oh.
And then you look at the opposite side as the sun rises behind you, and you see the shadow line from the horizon just slowly go down the opposite side of the canyon. And apparently it's just breathtaking.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I want. I want to go because the story behind it is that when I was like 8 or 9 years old, my family got us all, my mom and dad got us in the truck and said, or in the van, in our big church van that we needed to carry our whole family, and said, we're going to go to the Grand Canyon. We're like, yeah, we're going to go to the Grand Canyon. This is going to be great. And halfway there, they stopped and they're like, just kidding. We're not going to the Grand Canyon. We're going to go to Disneyland. And of course we were really excited, but then there was also part of us that was like, some of us were like, well, does that mean we're not going to go to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the Grand Canyon.
Kind of want to go to the Grand Canyon. So we never got to go to the Grand Canyon. So I have to go to the Grand Canyon.
A little disappointing. Yeah, my parents did that to me once, except like they told us we were going to go to my grandparents' cabin, which we didn't like going to our grandparents' cabin because it was boring. And then they instead took us to a theme park in Iowa, which is actually a really good theme park. And
Nice. See, that's the thing about you can't, that's the thing about my mom and dad is that they, it wasn't like, oh, boo-hoo, you only got to go to Disneyland. It was like, it was 2 good choices. It was like a Sophie's choice of vacations. But like when you're a kid, you're like, I think what it was is we got hyped up for one reality. We were mentally prepared for it. We were not mentally prepared for Disneyland.
Yeah.
And then when they finally did the whole switcheroo on you, you're like, oh yeah, this is great. But what about the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, I know, right? Grand Canyon probably would have been cheaper too.
Maybe you should Google Sophie's Choice, Scourge. You have the Google.
Yeah. So it's a Meryl Streep movie. It's so much
It's a
fun. It's
movie.
basically just like Mamma Mia.
It's just. Oh no! No. That's so funny.
Wasn't Sophie's Choice Meryl Streep's like acting debut or something? It was one of her first. I think it might have maybe not her acting debut, but the one that made her a star.
Made you a star. I don't know.
Meryl is wonderful. We stand Meryl on this channel.
We love Meryl Streep.
I love her. Honestly, any of the women who have been like famous for like 50 years and maintained a career in Hollywood, even though Hollywood tosses women aside like they're nothing.
This is true.
Yeah. Not the great
Feel that
ones.
way about Kathy Bates.
Oh, I love Kathy Bates.
Fried green tomatoes. Ugh, so
Misery.
good. Is it Misery?
She's not so pleasant in Misery.
No.
I think my first experience with her might have actually been Titanic.
Oh really?
I mean, I was only 11 when that movie came out, and I don't know if I'd seen any of her other stuff before then.
I think the first movie I ever saw her in was Fried Green Tomatoes, and I probably saw it too young because that's a dark movie.
Yeah.
But
Also, why does Toni Collette not have an Oscar for Best Actor? Because she's goddamn amazing. Should have got it for Hereditary.
oh my gosh, Hereditary.
All right. We got to move on. This is taking too long. We're very
I
chatty.
think too goddamn long.
But I like it. I like being chatty. This is good.
I like
This is
doing
fun.
chatty.
We got fun stuff.
This is Chatty
this
Cathy's.
Fun episode. All right, here's a cool one. If you could be instantly talented at any skill, what would it be?
Oh my god.
And you can't say drawing because you already are.
Fuck. No. I want to be betterer. Let's see. Any skill. If I could be. Oh, there's so many because I love to do so many things. You know what? I would love to be instantly good at. I would want to be just a master tailor seamstress.
Oh.
I would want to be able to
Yeah.
make any outfit. I would want to know how to do the structure it, make a pattern. I want to have, a lot of it is also having the right tools, I guess. But like, I would want to knowing how to do it. Yeah, instantly. Take out all the grunt work of having to learn how to do all the really hard stuff and spend a lot of money screwing up and having to undo it again.
Yeah, sewing definitely feels like shit, I lost my train of thought. So I got a message.
I mean, I've made my own dresses.
Oh yeah, I was
before
gonna say that
on
like
patterns.
sewing is one of
but-
those things where it's just like it feels like you're not gonna just be naturally talented. It's one of those things that actually take, no matter how naturally talented you are, it's going to take a absolute crap load of work and practice.
Yes.
Um,
And like the scariest part is like screwing up and then like, oh, I ruined up this bolt of fabric and now I've got to, or I fucked up my sewing machine and I've got to get a new sewing machine, or all this stuff. But like I mean I can sew well enough to do simple things, and the most complicated thing I've ever made is I have made a dress for myself, and it's like it fits, like I can wear it like but it does have quite a few flaws in it that like it wouldn't be something like I couldn't be like, okay, now I'm going to sell this because it's got too many weird flaws in it, but like it's good enough for me to wear. But yeah, I think I would love to be able to like work with boning and corsetry and padding and more intense like stuff than I do. So
you know
I
who
can sew
know
cotton.
who-
That's what I can do.
You know who I know who can do all of that stuff and has put in the 10,000 hours and is amazing at pretty much everything sewing? My mom.
Your mom.
Yeah, she was a
Mom!
professional seamstress for many years and had her own business where she did her primary business was wedding dresses and dance
Oh my
outfits
God.
for like dance studios.
Oh man.
So
Corvus's
that's
mom, teach
that's
me your
complicated
secrets.
stuff.
That's complicated stuff. That is like I follow a couple of seamstresses on Instagram, and they kind of break down some of what they do with like the alterations they do for wedding dresses and formal wear. And like alterations on wedding dresses and formal wear is just, to me, if it were me, I'd be like, why don't you just throw this out and just get a whole new dress? Because this is like, I'm gonna have to unravel this entire thing, and there's sequins
Yeah.
and there's embroidery, and it's gonna be a nightmare. All the moms. Oh, Cannon's mom too. You need to meet mom. Can your mom teach me all the secrets? Can she transfer all the secrets from her noggin into my noggin instantaneously? So I can skip all of the, the hard work that she. No.
All right, sewing. All right. Well, what's the biggest thing you geek out about?
Usu, wait 1 second. Usu, teach me. Teach me about boning. Teach me about boners. No, boning. Teach me about boning and teach me about how to make a corset backing that does the thing with the grommets. I need to do the. Okay. We'll talk. All right. What is the biggest thing you geek out about? Oh, boning. I got boned.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I
exciting
can't
now.
attach
Oh.
items to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can put it on top of
Bummer.
you, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't stick.
Doesn't
So,
stick.
I'll put it up here.
The biggest thing I geek out about. The biggest thing I geek out about are childhood books and movies, things that are nostalgic to me. So mostly like a couple of them are two of the big ones are Neverending Story and The Last Unicorn. Both the books and the movies, I geek out about those really hard. Animation, all kinds of animation I geek out about. Yeah, those would be the biggest things. Yeah.
Yeah, animation is just so cool. I love even just seeing people's short little like 2-second animations they put on Twitter. It's like, damn, you people are talented.
I was originally going to school for animation. I wanted to be an animator since I was a kid, really little. And I got to day 1 of my first animation class in college, and by the end of it I said, I don't think this is for me, which is very when I tell people that story, they're like, really? One class really turned you off of it? What about it? And I realized, I don't know why it took me so long to realize it, but I realized that I didn't have the patience for it. Couldn't delay gratification. Like I couldn't spend 2 weeks working on 10 seconds of animation and only to have it be like really short and uncolored, no color, no detail, just line art. I couldn't deal with that. I needed like the more instant gratification of a finished piece.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
so that kind of turned me off of it, but as a career, but it ended up being a good choice. It was the right choice. So.
Sweet. All right. What's your favorite activity that has nothing to do with streaming or video games?
Oh, nothing to do with streaming or video games. My favorite activity. Well, I like to do lots of things. More recently, I like to make jewelry. It's one that I don't talk about very often. When I have time, periodically over the years, I've made jewelry, different styles. It's very meditative. It's very relaxing.
Do you have a favorite type of shiny rock?
Gosh. Yes. There is a type of crystal formation called chrysocolla.
It sounds delicious.
It is a mixture of copper and quartz.
So that's
Sometimes
Coke's recipe.
That's it. This whole time, just grind a little bit of that up and wait to die. But yes,
silicosis is only if it gets in your lungs. It's fine.
It's fine. Fine. You can eat as much as you want. Already on that part.
Look, birds are known for eating rocks.
Yeah.
With digestion. But yeah, what kind of color? What color is this
Let me see if I can
Capricola.
find Capricola, Chrysocola. Let me find a picture and I'll put it in the chat.
It's Chrysicola?
It's called Chrysicola or Chrysicola. I've always heard it
God, I'm
pronounced
so sick of
Chrysicola.
Chris Pratt making calls now.
Chrysicola. Chrysicola. I'm trying to find a good example. These are all like these look like they've been dyed.
They look kind of like a turquoise color.
Yeah. Maybe it's copper and quartz.
It's very pretty.
Here's a better. I think this is probably a better
Well,
example
here's
because
one
it
on
has.
screen. This is what you talk about.
Yeah, that's a pretty good example. There's there are ones that have more a little bit more red because some of them have iron inclusions in them too. So I like the ones that have a little bit more red in them. But that's pretty close.
That's
too.
a crazy pattern. Just the different colors on. Ah, that's sweet.
But I've never used it for jewelry though. I guess if we're in terms of like talking about jewelry though.
Oh, that would make an awesome pendant.
I like working. I have I like citrine. And I like I've used garnet beads.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but this is awesome as hell. Someone made.
Oh, a dragon.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dragon skull.
That's awesome. Yes.
But yes,
Garnet.
and then also garnet and citrine, and then I like using obsidian. It's fun.
Obsidian's pretty. You know, we like
Yes.
the black rocks.
Shiny mirror.
Shiny. Yeah, that's neat. All right, let's move on. What is your favorite holiday, and how do you celebrate?
Ooh.
Is it Diwali?
You know what? It's not yet because it's very like every time I've celebrated Diwali. So I've celebrated I do like Diwali, but Diwali is harder because there's less community. Like I have less community where I live for it. When I'm in India, like I was in this last trip for India, I was in India for Diwali. So then it was awesome. I would say though, my favorite holiday is probably Halloween. It's the one I get the most excited about.
Well, that is the correct answer. So. You get
Oh
2 points.
yay! I did it! I did it, you guys. But yeah, I would say Halloween. And how do I celebrate? Ideally, so what I've missed, if I had in the past, I have celebrated by trying to throw a party. Like I would with friends, like maybe like 5 or 6 friends would come over. We'd watch scary movies. I would deck out the interior, put on the spooky sound soundtrack. Decorate outside. I love making themed treats and themed food for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And for the last probably since a little before COVID, I haven't been able to do that because we haven't had people to invite over. But I miss doing that. But I still do the I still make my own costume. I usually try to make at least part of my own costume. And I decorate inside and outside. And go look for like a couple days before Halloween. I'll go out and we'll go out and look for Halloween decorations, houses that are decorated with lights and stuff, and spooky decorations, and yeah, and we do the whole trick or treating thing. Do the trick or treating, and then we give out candy. We like to have I like to have at least one king size candy bar that we give out to the best costume of the night that we see come by.
But what if you give it out and then somebody better comes?
Then we just regret. We just give them. Then we just actually at that point. Then we just by the end of the night we're just handing out fistfuls of candy because we're trying to get rid of it. So we just dump a bucket of candy in there.
Man, works. That works.
You look like Bam Bam.
I know, I kind of do. I'll put that on there. I'm like, this a good idea? Yeah, it's a good idea. All right. Well, deep one. Of all the things that anyone could possibly know, what is something that you wish you really understood?
Oh my God. Actually, when I saw this segment for somebody else. I can't remember who it was on your show, and I came up with an answer on the spot for myself. so I'll use that one. Is quantum physics. I wish I understood quantum physics better, like string theory and all that, and like multiple universe. Like people have tried to explain it to me a lot of times, and I just don't. My brain can't wrap around it, and maybe that's the point. But I kind of wish I could understand it better. Um, yeah, quantum physics. If somebody can explain quantum physics, different aspects of quantum physics to me in like an easily digestible manner, that would be great. That'd be super great.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. What is the worst scuff or technical malfunction you ever had on stream?
Oh man. Like everything?
Like everything.
All of it.
Look,
I
I always
want it
get
all.
deep answers
Break it
to that
down.
one. Sometimes I just don't even. That's just like, oh, I have nothing else to add to that. That's just.
All of it. Give me the spark notes of quantum physics maybe, and then I'll go from there.
Look, I don't think we'll ever fully understand it, so you know.
Battery died on the last level of Death Road to Canada. That did happen. We rectified it before, but but the thing about that is, while it was scuffed,
Like
it
your
didn't
laptop
actually.
battery died, or
No, the controller battery.
ah.
So the controller battery died on the last level of Death Road to Canada as I'm about to start the last level. And luckily we were able to switch out the battery before I died and I beat the game. It was actually kind of amazing. The Luna and Fig Death Road to Canada collab was pretty bad because stupid fucking I don't know if that's scuff so much as that wasn't scuff so much as like remote play just doesn't work. Remote play is a terrible thing.
Every time I've tried to do it, it doesn't work. It doesn't
work. So that was bad. I've had a couple of times when there were a couple of times when I like the like audio. There've been audio problems. There have been little, audio problems, and like couldn't get like certain. There have been certain like OBS, not OBS, but Stream Elements things that weren't working.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the big one, I guess the most memorable one has to be the the battery dying on my controller, or the remote play debacle for Death Road to Canada, actually. Different games, but or different streams, but yeah. That's probably the biggest one.
Oh, cool. All right. So you're going to be stuck on a stranded island, and you only get to have one of each of these to entertain you for the rest of time.
Oh my god.
You get one movie, one music album, and one book. And this is not about things that would help you get off the island or survive on the island. That's not the point of the question. The point of the question is, what's the thing you could watch, read, and listen to over and over? I always have to specify that.
Well, what about, like, would it be fucked up if I was like, what if it was like a book, like the book, and then the movie that's based on the book, and then the album for the sountrack
the
for
never-ending
the movie?
story, the never-ending story official soundtrack, and the never-ending story.
Never-ending story, the book. Let's
Princess
see.
Bride, Princess Bride, Princess Bride. Done.
Right. Oh man, one movie, stranded on an island, and I only get one movie forever.
Last Unicorn probably. He's a good guess, Goose.
It's a good guess. This is hard because there's.
right?
Let me pick with a different one. Album. For album, I would pick
Chumbawamba Tum Thumper, obviously.
As right. No, I would pick a Broadway's greatest hits album.
Oh, greatest hits.
Because
Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Yeah, it's probably allowed.
I'm being specific, like a Broadway songs, the best ones, because then I can like disappear into the stories in my head and kill time that way. The book, one book I would keep. I would keep the book The Last Unicorn with me, not the movie.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I think I would keep the book. The Last Unicorn, the book, the Broadway, like a collection of the greatest hits on Broadway for the album, and for the
Oh God, it's
movie,
nothing but Sondheim.
I would do The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Disney's Hunchback
Oh,
of Notre
wow.
Dame. Yep. Yes.
All right. Well, we already talked about that. Well, very cool. Very cool. We got to get moving along. All right.
Hot damn.
Second to last question. What advice would you give yourself before the first time you ever streamed?
Oh. I would have I would have said to myself, don't try so hard to play a character. I didn't play a character for more than a couple streams before I gave up on it, but I would say I worried, like, that was the thing I worried about, like, maintaining a character, maintaining a shtick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell myself, don't worry about that, because it's not what people are there for.
Just be yourself and be funny and just have a good time. Be entertained.
Yeah. And then I think what advice? I would also have said, I think I would have told myself, don't think so much about designing your model to what you think is gonna be more like what's most popular, most appealing. Like, don't try to tick all the boxes. Just lean into more of what your aesthetic would be, or what you would have picked if you didn't care about anybody else thought, or what was gonna make you go viral or make you popular. What would your model look like? What would you look like? So I think I would have done that. I'd have been a bit more authentic in my design choices, I think.
Got it. That's good. Yeah. Well, and it feels like you kind of have done that. I mean,
well, and honestly, what's happened is that I've grown into the design where I've actually become where the way that I look on screen feels right. It feels authentic now because I've been doing it for so long. Because I've grown into the character and grown comfortable with the appearance, the aesthetic. And so, but initially it wasn't that way. Initially it was a very foreign experience. I was like, I just have to be a pretty anime girl. Right? And so I didn't give it a whole lot of thought beyond that. But
when the real thing should have been, Luna, you should be a bird.
I should be a bird.
You should be a bird.
Scree.
You should be a bird.
Don't be a secretary bird. I already kind of look like a secretary bird.
I wonder if Kira would be jealous or welcome you in and you would take over the world together.
Together we are unstoppable.
Yes. All right. Well, speaking of the last question, what's your favorite bird?
Oh God. There's so many. Favorite bird. The kakapo is funny.
But kakapo.
Kakapo is funny. I have a soft spot in my heart for the kakapo. But if I think about a bird that's like, God, I really wish I could have that bird as like a familiar, it's a raven. I like ravens.
Don't tell Dre you said that. He's gonna get a bigger head.
Oh no! Shut up. Except for that one. Except for that one. That one's dumb. Other ravens.
Yes, ravens are amazing. I saw a raven today. I was so excited. I was driving back from Green Bay, and I looked down the road, and there's a few crows on the side of the road. I'm like, that's neat. And then a little further down, there's another one. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is that one so much bigger than the other ones? And as I got closer, I'm like, oh, because that ain't a crow. That's a raven.
I always forget how big they are, and then I see
so
them like,
big.
holy, goddamn,
He's
that's a
huge.
hefty meal. That's a chicken right there.
Yeah, he's big boy.
It's a chonky boy.
He's a chunky boy. All right, well, we have finished the 13 questions. Since we're talking about birds, it's time for the most important segment of the day. That's right, folks. It's time for Bird of the Day.
Yeah.
It's time for Bird of the Day. We are so happy. Give me a second to open this PowerPoint. All right. Luna, quick zoom over to the right side of the screen while we're doing the transition.
Oh, right. Wait.
Where'd you go? I didn't mean off screen.
Oh,
Come
Sorry.
on, hang over by me. Here, I'll go down here. You go to my right. Kind of in that space here. You get to be right here. I'll be right here. And Rodney, you get the fuck out of here.
oh.
He'll be back.
He
All
always
right,
comes
we are
back.
ready for Bird of the Day. So, welcome everybody to Carver's Twigs Bird of the Day. Today we're gonna have a nice quiet Bird of the Day. A nice relaxing, soft, and gentle Bird of the Day. 'Cause that's what Bird of the Day is all about. Being nice, but nice and quiet.
Everybody's
And-
just
Yeah.
put your feet up,
Guys, put your feet
relax.
up.
put your head back.
Get relaxed. We're gonna
Think
we're gonna
about
have a nice
the stream.
little quiet stream.
or
Talking about a bird.
a snowfall.
Ah! What was that?
Ah!
It's
Ah!
giant scrim.
A
Loud
scram!
scrim.
Who
That's right.
scrammed?
Today's bird of the day is the white bellbird.
That's not a bellbird sound. That's just my
Yeah.
scree.
Yeah. That sound you heard was the white bellbird. Look at this little guy. Little white bird with a weird thing hanging down
Little
from his nose.
Dangler.
He's got a dangler, folks. He's
Got a face
dangler.
dangler.
Let me tell you a little bit about the white bellbird. Well, they can get up to 11 inches long, but their wingspan's actually kind of small for their length. It's only like 6 to 7 inch wingspan. I don't know. That didn't seem right because like one place said 11 inches long, but 6 to 7 seems like a really small wingspan for an 11-inch
Right?
bird. Usually it's like twice their length. And
Do
they're
they
like
mean,
it
like,
gets
per
skewed if they
wing?
have a really long tail, but their tail doesn't look too long. I don't think all this information is accurate. Maybe it's a 6 to 7 inch wing cord, and that's how long each wing is from tip of wing to body. That would make more
Right.
sense to me.
Right.
Yeah. And weighing 8 to 9 ounces. 8 to 9 ounces also seems heavy for a bird this size. But hey, it's hard to say. They are little passerines. So they are in the same order as old me and all the other little
Zol,
songbirds.
you.
They do have about an 8-year lifespan, so it's pretty good for a
not bad.
passerine. Not too bad. And as you can see by the map there, they live in the northern part of South America. So a lot of Venezuela, and then Guyana, French Guiana, Suriname, and Brazil. And you know one of the little green dots up there, that larger green dot north of Venezuela, you know what island that is? That is the Isle of Tortuga. Famous in so many
You've
pirate
been waiting.
stories.
You have been waiting all day to say
I
that.
haven't wanted to talk about Tortuga. Which is funny because Tortuga is Spanish and Portuguese word for tortoise.
Tortoise.
Yeah. Yeah, neat little birds. So, that little dangle from the thing is called a wattle. And only the males
Wattle.
have him. So if you see a white bellbird and he's got a weird thing hanging from his nose like a turkey, that's the boy. The females do not have that, and they're also more of an olive color than the white. But the wattle and the sound they make and their appearance, that's pretty much how they attract a mate. They'll do the call out to attract a mate. Then the mate will come and they'll like twirl their wattle around and do a little wattle
Take
dance.
out their. They do the helicopter with their schnoz.
They helicopter with their wattle. That's what they do. And then the female will be like, yeah, sure, I like your wattle. And then he'll stick his other waddle
that.
into her. And then the males pretty much fuck off at that point. The females then build the
Typical.
nest up in tall trees. And the females do all the incubating. The male might stick around and help feed her while she incubates. But for the most part, he's not going to be sticking around too much. And then once the babies are born, the female does all of the child rearing. She's not very good
yay.
dads. They don't do any incubation. They don't raise the babies. They're just like, you deal with a woman. But fortunately, she only has to deal with 1 to 2 eggs per clutch. So that's not too many. I mean, some small passerines can get up to like 13. That's too many babies. It's
Too many.
babies.
It's too many.
1 to 2 eggs per clutch, and they might do a couple clutches a year. They don't really have a set mating season because they're kind of in a tropical area, so it's just like they have babies whenever, really. They don't need spring, winter time.
They're down for getting
shenanigans.
down any old time.
Now, the thing about these guys is Oh, Jesus Christ, that video player is freaking gigantic. Why is it so big? Why is it so big? Why is it so big, Luna? It's supposed to fit up.
That's what she said.
All right. Well, these little guys, they're picked out because they're a very special bird. In fact, they have a title that they have earned. Here's a Type 1 song that they do. Yeah, that was not a fire alarm. That was a bird.
No.
Yeah, listen to that. On average, 108 decibels, peaking at 116.
I just love the unhinged jaw scream.
Type 2
Just
songs, average of 116 decibel, peaks at 125.4. That's so goddamn loud.
So goddamn loud.
So, that means that they are the loudest bird on the planet. 125 decibels. That's so goddamn loud. You're laughing at my fake picture?
Fake.
Okay, so one thing that happened is that for a long time, artist depictions, such as the one on the right, said that white bellbirds were able to take their wattle and stick them straight up and, like, basically, like, they thought maybe they blew air into it and was able to have them be fully erect and stay that way. It turns out, no, that's not a thing
Wow.
that could happen, but it's a thing that, like, early ornithologists said could happen. And they brought, like, a specimen back, and, like, rigor mortis had made it stiff. They're like, look, see, it says stiff. No,
The unicorn bird.
they cannot stand their waddle up on end. They may be able to, like, swing it around and have it be straight while they're doing their helicopter dance, but this picture right here is not a thing they could do. It's fake. It's fake.
It's fake. No,
Okay. But then-
only.
But yeah. Moving on, they are the loudest bird on the planet. 125 decibels is really goddamn loud, people. Like, that's, like, louder than a rock concert loud. That's nearing jet engine loud. It's
Hot damn.
insane.
That's hearing loss loud.
Oh, yeah. Like, that would hurt to have one of these guys scream next to you. They just open their mouth and just, ah! And it's just, like, it sounds like a, that wasn't even a good thing. That was too raspy. It's just, I can't do it.
I would
because-
like this bird to accompany me to the clubs to fend off any unwanted suitors by just screaming at them.
Just so goddamn loud. Why you gotta be so loud? Well, they said they'd use that call to call mates. And only the males do that. So,
Hey!
yeah, just-
Hey, you pretty
Yeah,
lady!
I swear, it sounds just like a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Like a horrible. It's not even a good call, but I mean, yeah, I suppose you're gonna be that loud, but how do they do it? Yeah. Yeah, so loud. So loud. But these little guys are almost all vegetarian. Fruit is their favorite food. They love to eat little fruits, berries, whatever they can get a hold of. They'll also have, like, nuts and stuff if they want, and then occasionally, rarely, they'll eat some insects. But fruit is their favorite thing to have. In fact, they've been seen to take, like a pretty good-sized berry and just swallow it whole. Just, no. Delicious. Yeah, stick a grape down his throat. You'd be like, that's cool. Yeah. Another interesting thing is that when ornithologists have handled these little fellas, apparently they are much more muscle dense. So, you know what? I was saying, why do they weigh so much? Apparently, yeah, it must be because they have so much more muscle density. Like, apparently
They're
they're
jacked.
Yeah, they're jacked. Muscly little birds.
They do not
tough little-
skip wing day.
Yeah, so I guess that explains why they weigh so much, but I'm guessing then because of that weight, they must have to really flap their wings hard to stay airborne. Yeah. But the thing is that there really isn't that much known about them. They live in the dense jungle areas of those countries I was talking about. They're not really suburban birds or urban birds, so they haven't been as thoroughly studied as other birds I've done. But in fact, it was only recently, like in the last 10 years, that they discovered that these were, in fact, the loudest bird on the planet. There's another one that had the record at 118, And these guys are like, 118, screw you, 125. Remember, that's
my beer.
logarithmic scale. 128 is, I think it's like every 10 is twice as loud,
Oh.
if that makes sense. So like 115 to 128 is like 80% louder, if that makes sense. I think that's how it works.
Yes.
Yeah. But the studies of their populations have luckily shown these guys are of least concern. So their populations are stable, and there's no huge threats to their territory. But of course, they live in Amazon. The Amazon is always under threat because Bolsonaro is a fucking fascist. Not that I
They
want to get
scream-
political.
They scream their enemies to
scram.
death.
They scram. So what am I? Yeah.
Ah!
I love this picture.
I just love.
And
just-
you know what the best part about the picture is? The mouth isn't just open, it's a completely black void.
Yes, there's no depth or indication.
No tongue, no light roof of mouth, just ah.
Be anything in there.
So my thoughts, I'm sorry, Luna, I can't say this is one of my favorite birds.
That's
Because,
okay.
well, for one, they're pretty solitary. Their dads are a bunch of deadbeats, don't help raise their
Deadbeat
kids.
dads.
And
Yeah.
I hate noisy neighbors. Please be quiet.
Oh.
I'm trying to sleep. I mean, I can admire that they're the loudest bird in the world, but I mean, come on. Do you want to be hanging around somebody who is making a shitload of noise while flipping his waddle all over the place?
Listen, if I can stand at a distance and laugh at his gaping maw while he screams into the distance, that makes me smile. It's not. I'll put it this way: it's not even close to. It's not even in my top 10 of favorite birds. But I can, like you said, I can respect that it is the top of its class for
Yeah.
what it does.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. So, can I say, is this a bird I like? Yeah, maybe. I like the bird. I mean, I like talking about him. I think he's interesting.
I think he's interesting.
I admire the loud noise, but as far as neighbors go, no, sorry, please stay away.
I'd have to know more about him. I'd have to know more about him to judge for sure. I think he's interesting. Sort of like in the way, like a cassowary is interesting, but they're assholes.
They're really not. compared to like, say, the Australian magpie.
Well, yeah. I mean, magpie as a group.
I mean, cassowaries are capable of murdering you, but they rarely do.
They think about it all the time, though.
Maybe. I feel like emus. Oh, no, emus don't have anything going on in their brains.
No.
No, you know what Australian bird is constantly thinking about murder is the cockatiel.
Yes.
But they're so little. Yeah. But, so yeah. I guess that's my thoughts on them. We've had your thoughts. So we're going to call this bird of the day done. And go back to having a nice
wrap.
quiet stream.
What number is this? What number bird of the day is this?
Like 161 or something? 162?
Hot damn.
Somewhere around that. Yeah. Yeah. I've done a lot of bird of the days. Almost at 200. But there's still some like really like popular, amazing birds I haven't done yet. For example, I haven't done the common rock pigeon. You know, that's a pigeon that you see all across the country. Dan's done that. I haven't done kookaburras.
Ah.
I love kookaburras. I haven't done cockatoos.
Have you done kingfishers?
I did the common kingfisher, but that was kind of an early one, so I might do a different species of kingfisher just to give a little refresher on them. Because, yeah, kingfisher is a family of birds. There's many species of kingfisher.
Yes.
Yeah, so many great birds. It's like, yeah, you're in 200, you're running out, Twig? I'm never going to run out. There are so many amazing birds to talk about. So check in next time for more amazing birds.
Many birds.
All right, let's get back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
Now, we don't need the music again. Rodney, cut the music. All right. Well, thanks for hanging behind the desk. You go back to the couch. Yeah, thanks for checking the floor back there. Okay. All
what I
right.
can.
Well, this is part of the time where we, pretty sure where we have you play a little game.
Oh God.
So we're gonna have
Hooray.
to play a game. It's a
Okay.
trivia game. That's right. I'm giving you trivia. You're
Trivia,
gonna need
facts,
to know things.
knowledge, thoughts. Oh no, I need thoughts. I need to have thoughts.
Well, you are an alien, correct? We went over that.
I have been. Yes.
You are an alien.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be quizzing you about aliens.
Uh-oh.
So, in particular, this is going to be movie
You can't
aliens.
make this is a trick. This is a trick. You can't make me talk. You can't make me squeal on my brethren.
Well, these are all going to be fictional aliens. You don't have to give up anything in this one because these are all going to be based off of movies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture of an alien, and you need to tell me the movie that they were from.
Okay.
So you see the alien, you tell me the movie. That's all it is. Are you
Okay.
ready?
I guess.
Have you seen a lot of movies? Are you a big movie buff?
I'm a big movie person, but I haven't seen a lot of alien movies in a while, so we'll see.
Well,
see how
we're-
good my memory
When I
is.
start with an easy one, super easy one. You're gonna get this one. What movie?
Mac and Me. No, I'm just kidding. E.T.
E.T. Yes, this is indeed E.T. the extraterrestrial. There you go. You're 1 for 1. Perfect.
Huzzah! I'm not a goose egg, at least.
No goose eggs. Nope. 100%. And I think you're gonna stay 100% because I think you're gonna get this next one too.
Is that it? Is she an alien? All right.
I'm a mean green mama from outer space.
Oh, okay. Little Shop of Horrors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you recognized Audrey too right away, of course, right?
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah,
I would recognize Millie anywhere. I mean, what?
Suddenly Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour.
Apparently, the producers wanted to change the lyrics of that to Suddenly Someone because they didn't think the name Seymour would have commercial appeal.
As if having
Yeah, like,
really, really
suddenly
vague.
someone is
Someone.
standing behind me. Like, thank
No.
God the songwriters were like, fuck you, that's not as good. Because that song is iconic now. Oh, no, I'm sorry, A Little Shop of Horrors, we are wrong. This is actually Millie Mizuame.
Yes, we all brought.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing.
Yes, thanks for playing. All right. On to Alien number 3.
That's from Alien. I mean, there are many Alien movies, but Alien.
Yes, I mean any of the Alien franchise. Yeah.
Alien franchise.
Which alien is this? Alien?
The Alien.
Yeah. The xenomorph from the Alien movies, but yes, instantly recognizable. Everyone knows the Alien xenomorph. That is correct, Hasio. This particular screen grab is from Aliens, but we're talking about the Alien franchise here.
Very
'cause-
good, though.
Yes.
Good eye.
Good eye, mate. All right. You're going to get this next one, too. I think. Maybe.
Oh, Men in Black.
Yes, that is correct. I mean, I had a lot of options to pick from this movie, but I wanted these little guys.
These little like
The
what you
worms
call
or something
these?
they're
little,
called.
Little cockroach worms.
Yeah. They were quite different in the cartoon. The cartoon was weird.
Never seen the cartoon.
It's the theme song kind of slaps. it seriously does. All right, well, you're 4 for 4. I ain't getting anything by you now, but it's gonna get harder near the end. But hey, it's also nice, everybody who's watching, play along, see how many you can get.
Play along. How
Yeah.
good are you at aliens?
All right, well, what alien is this? What movie is this alien from?
Oh wow. It's vaguely familiar, and I can't. Give me a second, because I think the thought will happen.
It was a very popular film.
Oh, well, that might be the problem. Why can't I? Can I ask a question? Do any of these movies repeat?
No. No, I'm only gonna do one per
Oh,
franchise.
this is Independence Day.
This is Independence Day.
I was like, I recognize it. I was
Did
like,
the
what is
comments help you out on that one? Talking about Will Smith and Welcome to Earth.
No, I actually didn't. I actually honestly didn't look at the chat. I just crossed my heart. I did not look at chat.
Yes.
I just remember thinking, what's the one? There's a movie with an alien with a giant fucking head, and that's what that is.
I
And
mean,
was
a
like,
lot
what
of
movie
aliens
is
have
that?
giant fucking heads.
But
to be
like
fair.
that shape, I don't know. Okay, but
Yeah.
yes.
Although technically, this isn't what the aliens look like in the movie. This is their like exoskeleton battle skeleton that they wear.
It's like their battle mech, their
Yeah,
meat mech.
Because then they cut it open and there's like a gooier version inside.
They're juicy.
That's true, Catafata. You were talking about a different Will Smith film. It just kind of happened to coincidentally have it. All right, 5 for 5. The first 5 were easy. It's gonna get harder.
But now,
All right.
oh,
Where's this guy from?
this is District 9. This is a
This-
good movie.
This is District 9. Yeah, the prawns from District 9.
Prawns, they like cat food.
They do like cat food. Delicious. High in protein.
I always kind of hoped for a sequel to that movie.
District 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I like this movie. I haven't seen it
I liked
since
it.
it came out, but I remember really enjoying it. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. All right.
Oh God. This is Mac and me.
Yeah, we may have already referenced this one. As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, well, she's going to get
Well,
that one.
fuck. Yeah, Mac and me.
The famous Paul Rudd and Conan O'Brien bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've seen those bits, right?
Yes.
Oh, he got him with it on the podcast even. It was great.
I suddenly hunger for McDonald's and Coke.
Oh God, so that it's just such a
Egregious.
weird freaking movie. Yes, Mac and me got that instantly. You knew it. You knew it. You know. You see. You know your aliens. You know your
I know
aliens.
my alien. I guess I know my aliens. I guess I know an alien or two. I've been
Yeah.
around.
All right.
Oh God. Oh, this is Oh shit. I was gonna say it's not an alien movie though. My brain thought Beetlejuice, but that doesn't make any sense.
Nah, it's not
Um,
Beetlejuice.
Is this gonna be like let me pick an actual alien movie at least. Cocoon?
Nah, she's not Cocoon. Well, looks like we finally stumped you on one.
You stumped me.
See, this is. I thought you would get a thing like this. You know, this is one thing I thought you would get.
Oh, is this The Thing?
It is the thing.
Well, I saw The Thing for the first time like 6 months ago, so
It's a great movie.
hasn't burned its way into my memory yet.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Yes, we did
It's
see
very
it, but
terrifying.
we did see it this year, but it's not like it's not in my
Well, and also this
my-
is just how he looks in one very short scene.
Right.
The thing itself is famously a shapeshifter, so
Yes, there
Yeah.
are many Wilford Brimley. There are many different forms of that alien in the movie. So yeah, that's I mean,
Yeah.
but yes.
but this is kind of a iconic screenshot from the movie, but yeah.
There are different things.
Yeah. All right. How about this guy?
Oh, that's from the Quiet Place.
This is from A Quiet Place. Wow. You love your Jim from The Office.
I like this movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
The sequel's okay. I thought the sequel was okay.
I haven't seen the sequel.
But this one's definitely good.
Yes, A Quiet Place. These guys can't see, but boy, can they hear. And they hear something, they're going to come after it.
Come for it.
All right. Do you know
Oh.
this one?
Oh. This feels like it's a newer one.
This actually
Is it-
probably is the most recent movie on my list.
Is this that movie Nope?
It is indeed. Nope.
I haven't even seen that yet. Oh man.
It's a
Who's
great
good?
movie. I mean, I love all of Jordan Peterson's movies. Like Jordan Peterson. Oh my God. I just said the worst thing I could have ever possibly said on screen. I think I just need to kill myself now.
Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Peele. Peele.
Clip
No,
that.
please do not clip that. I hate
Clip
Jordan
it.
Peterson is a far
Tweet at
right
him.
piece of shit. I hate him. He's so bad. And I said, oh my god.
Oh no.
I swear that wasn't a Freudian slip. I hate. I deserve to be lynched for this one. I
Well,
deserve
let's
to be
help.
tarred
Let's
and
cover
feathered.
it up. We'll cover it up with the clip of Traub breaking
That is the most
into
embarrassing
office.
thing I've ever said. Jesus Christ, no. Jordan Peele, director of, Get Out and Us and Nope. Half of the comedy duo Key and Peele. That one, I love him.
Keenan and Peele. Kale. No
Ah.
VOD for this episode.
Yeah, when you say something, you just feel kind of dirty that won't come off of the shower.
It's okay. You're gonna
I'm
be
s-
okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
You'll be all right.
Thank you. Thank
Fine.
you.
Everything's
Thank
fine.
you. It's gonna be okay. Thank
I
you.
believe in you.
Thank you, Millie. I just said thank you, Millie.
You know what? Fuck you, Corvus. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend. I'm tired. Okay, next one.
Oh.
That's kind of how you're all looking at me right now.
Is this Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I don't know. You tell me. I need a declarative statement.
This is Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yes, it is Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. One of the first on-film depictions of, like, the stereotypical gray alien.
Doughy.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Big eyes. Naked.
no hair,
Almond-shaped heads and eyes.
no ears.
Weird noses.
Weird noses.
This means something. This is important. The blow-up alien featured in the Christopher Walken Alien. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Hasio. But we are moving on to these guys.
Oh. This is like the Walt Disney Archives, the Rocketeer.
So this is probably the oldest movie on the list.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
I don't know. My
I'm
brain says
certain that Daft
Rocketeer,
Punk
but
based their looks off of this movie. Around the world, around the world. But you don't know?
I was gonna say the Rocketeer, but
No, it's not the Rocketeer.
no.
It is the day the Earth stood
Oh,
still.
well, I would never have gotten that. The
Yeah.
day the Earth stood still. Nope. Womp.
Ah, like I said, so I told you it's gonna start getting a little harder.
It's Trixie.
You're still doing
Trixie-
great. You're 10
Trixie
for 12.
Hobbit.
You're 10 for 12.
Trixie Hobbit.
Trixie Hobbit. All right, who are?
These are the killer clowns from outer space, or killer clowns from Mars.
No, you had it right the first time.
Okay.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I remember this movie. I really liked this movie when I first saw it. Actually, I thought it was funny.
It is funny. It's like it's more of a comedy movie than a horror movie. I mean,
Yeah.
they kill a lot of people, but it's
very
it's funny.
slapstick.
Like when one of them does like the shadow puppet of a T-Rex and then actually eats people with the shadow, or
Yeah. Or they have like the inflatable balloon hammer that actually like decapitates people.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a fun, silly movie. It's not a good movie, but it's just
No.
it knows exactly what it is and it just has fun with it, and it's great. It's great. Okay. Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Huh.
Don't get a good look at them in this movie.
Is this? I don't know what this is, because if it's not Signs, because in Signs you get a big old good look at him at the end, so it can't be. I don't think it's Signs, but it reminds me of that movie.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna give it to you. It is Signs.
Oh, really?
This is the
I
clip.
thought at the end of the.
Yeah, they do. I suppose they do have a better view of him at the end of the movie. But this is the iconic shot of them in the movie. like when they're watching the kid's birthday party thing
And the
on
bit
TV.
like they do the Bigfoot pass by.
Yeah, that's creepy as shit. Like the rest of the movie kind of sucks, but that scene is legit like scary. It's real good.
See, I have to go back and watch it again because whenever I ask people what's this scary, like it ends up on lists of scary movies, and my memory of watching it, and it was years ago, was thinking that it was really cheap, that they showed it at the end, like the whole full body, and it's like, well, it was scarier when you didn't really get a good look at it, you know. And I don't know, I didn't, and then of course Mel Gibson was just starting to grow into his like batshit insane phase, like visibly.
Yeah.
Outwardly.
The premise is just dumb, though. It's like, okay, so they're aliens that are allergic to and die from water. So they decide to go invade a planet that's surface is 70% water, and like 95% of its landmass gets regular rain. No.
This movie Science isn't about aliens. It's about a man that lost faith, refinding it. Good for him.
So that makes it even worse. Also, it's Mel Gibson, so him refining his faith is hating the Jews. So,
right.
Yeah. Fuck Mel Gibson. But, what about this guy? That's not Mel Gibson.
That's not Mel Gibson.
Person on the left is not Mel Gibson either.
I could... Huh.
I like this movie a lot.
Huh. I want to know this movie. It seems interesting, but I don't think I've ever seen it. No, I am stumped lewd.
I think it's a pretty super movie.
Is it
I've
a
watched
Superman
it 8
movie?
times.
It's a Superman movie?
Super 8.
Oh, Super 8.
Super 8.
Oh. Super 8.
I haven't actually watched it 8 times. I think I did it twice, but it's a good movie.
I've never seen it. Super 8. Okay.
Yeah. It's
it
takes
alien
place
movie,
it takes place in the 1970s. It was made in it was made like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. But it takes place in the 1970s, and it's about like a kid who likes making like his own movies and stuff on his Super 8 camera, and then he gets like footage of an alien.
Cool. I want to see it now.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's got a great soundtrack. 2011. Okay, yeah, it was 12 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good movie. Good movie.
Neat.
All right.
This is
Sorry, it's
Mars
just a picture of Millie again.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Clean out your downloads. Your download folder, Corvus. This is Mars Attacks.
This is not Mars Attacks.
Really?
No, this is a Rowdy Roddy Piper movie about the dangers of capitalism. It is They Live.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
They Live.
Huh.
Yeah, Roddy Piper's character gets these special sunglasses, and when he puts them on, like there's aliens in the world, and when wearing them, they show their true faces. So it's like he's wearing the glasses and sees that guy next to him is an alien, but he appears normal to everybody else. If he takes the glasses off, they appear normal. But then like all the billboards for like products, like when he puts his sunglasses on, they say like obey, spend your money, and like just like yeah. And then there's also like a fight scene that lasts for like 8 goddamn minutes, and it's just these two guys just wailing on each other, but it's like it's
Nice.
not choreographed. It's just two dudes just like shoving each other into
slap
dumpsters
fight.
and just it's great. It's a great movie.
All right. Yeah, movie night. We'll put it on the list. They Live and Super 8.
Yeah, put them on the list. All right, this one.
Ooh. Oh, this is War of the Worlds.
Saying War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And I'm saying you're
War of the
wrong.
World.
This is
Oh,
Arrival.
really? Arrival. Interesting.
Arrival. These
I've never
aliens are
seen
actually
Arrival.
super friendly. And they're there
Friends They don't look friend-shaped.
They don't look friend-shaped, and that's one of the things that they have to get over. That's like these things are horrific looking, but they were there to communicate, and then using that little hand thing, they make like a circle of smoke, but it's got like clear like patterns and stuff in it. And the movie's kind of about this woman who's a linguist trying to learn how to understand and communicate their language. And
Oh man.
and the aliens are actually quite friendly, but the thing is that the humans get a little too I mean, I don't want to. I don't
Don't
want
ruin
to.
it. I want to. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
watch it. The Arrival.
It's really good. It's a really, really good movie. Like this, it got a lot of critical acclaim when it came out. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well.
Wow.
Well.
It's an
Nope.
alien.
That sir is an alien. Wow. I have no. Like the problem
No, it's
is
not
that
part
this,
of the Cornetto trilogy. It's not directed by Edgar Wright.
it's weird. What's terrible is that because this alien is so stereotypically a gray, that's makes it harder because then it could be any number of like movies.
Well, I've given you kind of a big clue that it's not part of the Cornetto trilogy, not directed by Edgar Wright.
That's a clue. I don't know.
Do you know what the
I think-
Cornetto trilogy is?
I don't.
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End.
Oh, all right. Those are good movies.
Those are good movies. So I guess the clue is that it stars the same two actors. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Huh. I don't know. I can't
Huh?
even begin to
This
think.
is a movie? Well, and this alien is voiced by Seth Rogen. And the name of the alien and the movie is Paul.
Paul.
Paul. Yeah. He's like the alien that like crash landed in 1940s, and he's just kind of been kept in a secret government installation since then. But they haven't like tortured him or used him for anything. He's just kind of been a prisoner, and then he finally escapes, and because he wants to be free, and then he runs into Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, who are huge like sci-fi nerds, and they came from England and did a cross-country trip, and like went to San Francisco Comic-Con, and then after that they decided to do a trip to Roswell, and that's where they end up running into Paul, who had just recently escaped, and then they go on an adventure trying to protect him from the government.
Is Paul the name he picked for himself, or is that the name the government gave him?
I think he picked his own name. Because like
Okay.
I think they say his real name, and it's completely unpronounceable by human tongue. So he's like, so just call me Paul.
Just call me Paul. Paul. Short
Yes.
for Paul.
Oh yeah, Paul does resurrect a bird. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lazarus bird.
Pretty funny movie. I enjoy it. All
right.
Yeah. Would recommend. All right.
Ah, here we go. This is Mars Attacks.
This is Mars Attacks. Yeah, when you got it earlier, like, well, she guessed wrong now, but absolutely right. This is Mars Attacks.
You can see why I thought the other one was Mars Attacks, though, right?
Similar looks, yeah. Big teeth,
Yeah.
big exposed teeth,
Giant eyeballs.
big giant eyeballs. Yeah, yeah. Definitely some similarities in the design. This is a funny movie.
I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah, it came out a long time ago. Yeah. Yet another movie that encapsulates a specific era of Vegas. Now Vegas is just, instead of being known for its debauchery and drugs and sex, now Vegas is just known for capitalistic nickel and diming you at every place and overcharging for everything. Rest in peace, Vegas. Rest in peace. All right, last one.
Ah, I know this. This is Critters.
These are critters. Yay, little
Yay,
critters.
Critters.
Little
I've
critters.
seen all the Critters movies.
All right. They have so many teeth. Why do they have so many teeth?
Critters Critters 3 was one of Leonardo DiCaprio's first roles.
Yeah. Well, the quiz is done, and your final score was 14 out of 20. Pretty good.
Not bad, not bad.
not bad. I
I'll
mean,
take that.
It wasn't an easy quiz. Like,
No, I'm proud of myself. I knew more than I thought I would know, honestly.
yeah, you did pretty good. You did pretty good.
And the ones I didn't know, I'm don't feel too bad about it.
Well, I mean, if you've never seen the movie, it's just like, you can't put that kind of expectation on yourself. So.
That could be an A if you grade on a curve. Sure could.
All right. Well, we are sadly at the end of our stream. We've gotten to the end. There's no more stream left to go. I'm gonna miss you, Luna.
Corvus,
I know. Okay, so
what?
on New Year's Eve, I'm hoping to do like a party stream earlier in the day before we go to
that would
New
be
Year's
fun.
Eve parties. Do like a little New Year's Eve party, and maybe we can celebrate. We'll celebrate a Happy New Year for like people in Europe. Like maybe we'll do like a Happy New Year for Hasio. Ow.
Happy New Year, Hasio.
That's not that giant of a Rodney. What the hell?
It's a Sunday night into a Monday. Oh man.
Yeah, so I didn't want to do Sunday Dusk like at my normal time because I'm going to be at a New Year's party. And then, of course, the week before that is Christmas. So there will not be a Sunday Dusk on Christmas either. But I've got 3 amazing guests lined up for the first 3 weekends of December. So hope to see you all there. And Luna, you have anything to plug before we head out?
This is my first appearance back on stream since getting back from India, so I haven't had a chance to stream on my own channel. So my plan is to do a stream tomorrow night, and I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, but it'll probably involve a good bit of I'm gonna do a deep dive into my trip, what I did, where we went, shenanigans thereof, crazy stuff that we saw, the crazy stuff that we did. And then if there's time after that, I'll probably jump into a game because I would like to start playing Alan Wake 2. And I have another game that Modbot found that I want to play as well. So yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow night most likely. But if you wanna know when I'm streaming, you can follow me on my Discord, or you can go to my Twitter page and follow me there. And I will make an announcement.
Are your art comms open at the moment?
Oh yes, they are. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So check out
there's
Luna's
if
art
you
page.
want to, you can DM me directly, or you can there's a channel in my Discord about my commissions at the bottom. You can just message me there too, and let me know what you need.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you everybody who stuck around and watched. This was such a fun episode, and thanks Luna, and we'll definitely see you around, and we'll see all our other good friends around. So everybody, you have a great night.
Thank you, Corvus. Thank you
And,
for having me on, Corvus. I had a good time. I appreciate it. It was a good time.
All right. Well,
Have a good night.
we are heading on out of here. And we're rating a cat who's playing a flight simulator. So the flight simulator is for you, Bentai.
Woohoo!
Flight simulator for
That's
Bentai.
for you, buddy.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.